Did you just quote Betty Boop?
Yes.
I appreciate that. I actually love Betty Boop.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like her design is just honestly just stunning, and like the animation for it is so good. I'm really sad that there are some people who are obsessed with Betty Boop, but I do.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong way.
Ooh.
But I do love Betty Boop. She is awesome. I love her design.
E-
Her and Felix the cat are very underrated.
Oh, I love Felix Cat.
Felix the cat's adorable,
Why
and
should
like
do that?
there's a reason why like his clock sold so well, and I wish I had one. Like it's the old school
Yeah.
black cat clock that has the tail going side to side.
Mm-hmm.
And guys,
All right, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. What is going on, my frosty friends? My name is Wintercasice, and welcome back to Discord Dungeons and Dragons with the Solaires. And right now, I only have Stray and Tiny. Say hi, guys.
hello.
So it is, so it is late, and I genuinely feel bad that we're starting this late. But at the same time, since the party is kind of split up to begin with, it's kind of an okay thing that, we can have it like this, so that way, Blue can have his moment and trying to see if he can survive his situation, and Stray and me are basically just witnesses to see if he survives.
Yeah.
But I say, hope.
You do remember? You
Go
do
on.
remember what I told Henrik to do with the whole like invisible potion?
Yes.
Plus, you need to roll the
Yes.
elemental shot.
Hi, Isaac. Welcome to the chat. How's it going?
Hello.
What's going on, y'all
Welcome
beautiful
to
people?
my funeral.
But I say we're gonna see if Blue survives the stream. And no, I did hear you, and I better say I do understand that is something Henrik would do. So he is fully prepared for shit to just go straight down. But I hope that you're ready to try to. Where is Valve? I commented on why you and others aren't here, which is perfectly okay. But you guys ready?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and go. Last time on D&D, the adventurers known as the
I'm ready.
Solaires.
I'm just gonna stay silent.
Absolutely, the adventurers and now the Solaires now making their way into Makanali. Makanali, what the fuck? No, got Stratford. Goddamn, making their way to Stratford and dealing with the various things that they've had to deal with, being involved with the Thieves Guild and having to do its trials, and had Kazir not only proving himself to the guild, but also becoming one of its shadow stalkers. In doing so, has earned their respect and access to their resources. But unfortunately for them, it would be at this time that it would be within that day that Stratford would end up getting its biggest attack from the Empire as they have broken through the walls, thanks to the help of the Broken Skull. The party, hedging their bets on what the best situation to do was, the party chose to split up, hence why the small group for tonight. They were able to try to cover more ground and accomplish more goals. Kazir and Belwraith trying their best to take off some of their leaders, some of their generals, to try to slow down the army so that they're more confused, and even coming upon some revelations while at it, and a little bit of revenge in Kazir's part. Garnan trying to deal with his brother, but choosing not to directly confront him due to some premonition work put before him. And in doing so, not only proved to be a true nuisance to the Empire, who is trying constantly to get to Stratford, but also drawing the ire of the Broken Skull, and ending up having a one-on-one fight with one of their avatars, Vector, the one-armed fallen soldier. After a heated battle and much going back and forth, it unfortunately seemed too much for Garnan to be able to stand up to this fight, but fortunately being able to get out as soon as he possibly could. And with doing that, we turned the clock back to Blue, the bard who thought he could speak with the Tanaruk and convince him to that he's still on his side, and maybe even try to delay him from his actions. But who knows how that will go, considering the Utoruk pre-prepping some spells ahead of time so that Stratford's magicians couldn't trick them. Saw through Blue's ruse. Now we're gonna take it to Blue, currently in a fight with the Utoruk, hoping that he can find his way out. And now let's go ahead and take a step back in there. Which at this moment, if I remember correctly, you currently have a spell up, Blue.
Yes.
You
I
have.
have
Go ahead.
I have the ghostly note spell.
Which you cast at level 2, so you have.
Well, that's I think it was level 2. 2 notes. So around me.
And with that, Blue, I would like to start you off. I'm back, Winter. Sounds good, Isaac. But I say, with that being said, Blue, I would like you to roll for initiative.
Okay. Where is my phone? I just had it.
Doo-ba-doo.
There it is. Found it. Okay.
All right.
So plus that would be a 21.
Nice. I have to make 2 rolls. All right. All right. He actually rolled less than you, so you get to start off this battle. So you guys are within, and I apologize, I don't have a map for this. I normally would be prepped, but the thing is, with stuff like this, it's one of those battles where it's just like, if I could have had a map prepped, I would have. I'm pretty much going forward, I'm going to see if I can double down harder to make some extra maps. I'm actually currently playing with a new software, but I don't want to talk about that just yet.
Okay. Well, for starters, how close are we together?
You and the Uto-Rook are about 20 feet apart at this point, as he has drawn his blade and is prepared for you.
Well, Blue's going to nonchalantly just walk up those 20 feet. Bonus action, take the dodge action,
Nice.
and main action, look him dead in the eyes. I'm sorry that I am not as trustworthy as I can, my lord. But in a situation like this, it's quite idiotic to not trust someone who's clearly helping you. I need a whiz save, as Blue is casting Vicious Mockery as an action.
Oh, okay, wisdom saving throw. All right. Hold on 1 second. Oh, 17.
Oh.
Sorry, gotta say he doesn't have an amazing wisdom, but it's decent enough. I rolled high. I'm sorry. Whoopsie
Blue's
doozles.
not trying to do damage, and he already gets disadvantage. Blue is still just trying to insult him. Like, minorly.
No, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I need to grab my book for this particular class because I don't get to play with this very often. It's one of the few times that I'm not super well versed in this class, so I actually need to make sure I have the book pages open for me. You guys understand.
Yes.
Because I remember when I ended the stream last time, he had used his ability, he had used his class ability, Blade Song.
Yes.
Alright. And I'm just making sure. Yes. Okay. Yep. Alright. So he is going to go ahead, and because he can see that this is an intelligent individual, he sees that you're not armored, he kind of pauses for a moment. I actually have to roll for something real fast because of a spell that he already had up. He notices them, but he doesn't know what they are. He notices the ghostly notes that are circling around you, but he doesn't recognize the spell because it's not a spell that is widely known. So he sees these notes, and he is going to go ahead and take his action, and he is going to swing his sword at you. Which...
Disadvantage.
Yep, with disadvantage because of it. because of the dodge action specifically. God damn, good thing you did too. That first one would have been a 21 to hit, but that second one, I'm pretty confident that a 12 doesn't hit you.
It does not.
So as he goes to swing the blade at you, you swiftly kind of sidestep out of the way so that way it misses you. But as it misses, you do hear a ah as you see that have the blade swing by your head, almost as if music is coming off the blade that he's wielding. It is now your turn.
First off, free action. The mask lifts up a bit as Blue smiles. I've never actually seen you in battle, and that is actually a pretty nice attack. Dodge action again as bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty much gonna do a haha you missed.
Nice. So
By saying, though, with a special attack like that, you gotta actually hit.
damn, cold-blooded. Hold on one second. I gotta make sure I'm keeping track of his stuff as well. There we go.
Okay.
I have an app specifically for spell slots and all that stuff. So
Saving throw.
saving throw. Oh wow. Okay, that is not going to succeed. That was a 5.
Oh boy, where's my d6s?
And because you chose your specialty, the subclass you chose was Harlequin.
My vicious mockery is d6s. 2d6.
That's correct.
Which is... That would be 9 damage.
9 damage. Nice.
Wait, 10.
10 damage. Nice.
10 damage.
All right. So as you say that, you can just see him kind of, and then he looks at you, and you could see a rage building up in his eyes, and he is going to go ahead and try again. And you have the dodge action up.
Yep.
All right. So roll with disadvantage.
I got nothing else to use my bonus action as.
So that is, God damn it. That would have been a 24, but I think a 13 is going to miss.
It does.
And unfortunately, he can't use his ability right now because of the fact that he only has one ally. I don't count the army because they don't really count as his allies. They count as his soldiers. They don't count. If you either know what I'm talking about or you don't know what I'm talking about, so it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it is your turn because he is not using any of his spells just yet.
Second verse, same as the first. Dodge is a bonus, and then just like who's gonna say would you like me to stand still? I mean, I am your soldier. With some save.
All right, so wisdom saving throw. But a dirty 20.
That's fine. Dodge action up. Stand still. That was the action. Okay. That's the end of my
your
turn.
Okay. So now that he's had a moment to kind of test you out and he can see what you're doing, he is going to go ahead and he's going to lift up an arm and he's going to mutter some words under his breath. And you watch as in his offhand that isn't wielding the blade, you watch as a small ball of energy appears, and you watch as he focuses, and you watch as it turns like a bluish, a clearish bluish color as he throws a spell at you.
Is this a ranged attack?
This is a ranged attack.
It would have disadvantage anyway due to being within 5 feet.
Yep.
But
also because of the fact that you took the dodge action.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I have to roll severity for this.
Hit the Todorook. Hit the Todorook. Todorook's right behind him. So
Not quite that severe. However, as he goes to bring the spell into your face, you instinctively are like, I don't fucking think so. And you sidestep and you actually push his arm opposing direction. It would turn to hit the Todorook, but for the guy has enough comprehension to quickly let you push his arm even further. And you watch as the blast goes off and it hits a bunch of orcs that are on the front line. And let's see, just for funsies. Oh my god, max damage! Holy shit, he kills 5 orcs. And you watch as a wave of ice comes before the field and giving the advantage to the Stratford army as they get a moment of reprieve from the orcs. And he just turns and just goes, "How dare you?"
is that his turn?
That is his turn.
Blue's gonna yell back to the Todorook. He tried to shoot you. Bonus action.
The dodge action.
dodge.
You're such a dick. All right. I need you to roll a deception check.
Okay.
The Todorook actually does get an insight check, but it is with advantage because this is one of his most trusted advisors.
Oh my god.
Also, Herma, I see that you're in chat. About to say 2 things. One, this session I'm starting late. 2, this particular section focuses a lot on Blue and Henrik rather than the rest of the party, so it's okay. And considering the fact that you stepped away from the party, about to say I don't see how that technically matters too much.
I'm gonna let you roll first.
Okay, did you roll ridiculously high?
Yes.
Natural 20.
What's his insight?
His insight is not high, but it's 24.
27.
The only thing is I do count natural 20s that do kind of break through a bit, can break through the mold a little bit. Yours is still successful. Like you can see that he yes.
When it was a natural 20 as well.
Oh shit. Fair play. You see his eyes kind of narrow a little bit. Fair play. Gotta have what happens with dual natural 20s. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna turn off the comments. Anyways, staying focused. You're taking the dodge action as your bonus action.
Taking dodge action, that's my bonus action, and looking back at the Udaruk. But he can't hit that shot.
You watch as the Utoruk, very, very frustrated, extends out his other hand, and you watch as a shadowy dark blade forms into that hand.
That was vicious mockery.
Oh, that was vicious mockery. I apologize. I did not hear you say that.
Wizzy.
Yeah, that's a 12. I'm about to say that's a failure.
Alright. 7 damage.
7 damage, not bad. Damage is damage.
Damage is damage.
But yeah, for the action of the Utoruk, he is going to cast Shadow Blade, and you watch as a blade of darkness appears into his hand, and you watch as it's a pretty decent sized blade, and now he is dual wielding. Unfortunately, that did cost him his turn. Hold on, I'm just gonna double check this. I believe that is a main action to cast, not a bonus action. So I believe he will have to wait till his next turn to attack. But I'm just going to double check that real fast.
Socket.
I believe that is one of his.
Ow. My sock is stuck.
Let's see if I can. There we go. Yes, it is an action to cast it. So I don't like that Wikidot got taken down, and now I have to use the freaking thing to do it, which sucks.
It's supposed to be back by Monday, but apparently, according to Ricky Dot,
It got
Russia
hacked. Yep.
was hacked by Russia. I don't get it.
I would assume it has to do with any non-protected server, and
Yes.
basically getting any advantage to either spread paranoia or what is it called? You get what I mean. We're not gonna get into that though. We're gonna stay focused.
Yes.
But yeah, that is
Got
his,
you, man.
he is. You see that he is dead focused on you.
Dodge action. Let's see. Hmm. What can I do here?
I mean,
Not much.
you're playing a field, man. Like I can't tell you how to do your own stuff.
I'm playing a field. I was looking at my spells. I'm gonna just do vicious mockery again.
You're just like I gotta play to my strengths here.
I'm not even playing to my strengths. I'm making it look like the Unaruk is just attacking blue out of nowhere.
All right.
I'm playing to the Tanaruk side.
All right. So with that being said, he needs to roll a wisdom saving throw. God, I am rolling. Last week, I'm rolling the antithesis of last week. About to say that's an 11. About to say that's a failure.
Jesus Christ. 9.
9. Nice.
9.
9. And he hoozles. Now he's going to. Now he's looking at you, and he is going to go ahead and. So I assume your bonus action, dodge action.
Yep.
Okay,
Said
just
that
making
at
sure.
the start.
He is going to swing at you with his his sword, his song blade first. Let's say, which is, oh my fucking god. This is the antithesis of last week. I am rolling pure garbo. It's fine. Very low severity. He just misses. When it is with his offhand, he's gonna make an offhand strike with his shadow blade.
Hold on. Is Shadowblade concentration?
Shadow blade.
Because if so, he would have to roll a concentration check.
It is a concentration. Hold on, I'll roll for that real fast. Yeah, I assume a 18 is successful in concentration.
That's fine.
But I say, oh shit, I dropped my dice.
Still misses.
All right, but anyways, disadvantage. God, fuck you, Tiny. God damn it. But I say
Hey.
that is a 16.
Miss.
Miss. God, fucking.
Miss.
You are. Blue is the antithesis of my dice. I swear to God.
He's too wiggly.
But you do watch as the blade gets closer to you. You can feel a dark energy popping off of it. Yeah, it's pretty dark spell.
It's popping up.
It's like, dude, this blade is straight pumping. All right, but anyways,
Anyway.
about to say. So, anyways, it is your turn because he used his action and his bonus action.
Let's yep. Trying to find some. I'm looking through my list of stupid stuff. Okay, I don't have many items that can help me right now. So, bonus action and vicious mockery.
God. All right. God, it almost landed on a natural 20, but that's a 10. Fucking.
That's a fail.
Yes, I know it's a fail.
Oh my god.
How much?
10? A 5 and a 4 plus my.
But he is keeping up his concentration. Natural 12 before his
fine.
bonuses.
Fine by me.
He is not happy with you right now. And he is going to get a bit creative. I need Blue to make a intelligence saving throw.
Okay. That would be a such a thing, special thing. Stats. Oh, I have a plus. 21.
21. But I'd say that is a success. You feel something stabbing into the back of your head, almost as if a scourging pain was going to infect over you, but you just kind of shrug it off and stay focused. He is going to bonus action offhand strike you.
Okay.
Disadvantage. Let's say, god damn it, that's another 16.
Yes.
Making him burn his spell slots too. God, you're.
I'm wiggly.
I know you are.
Okay. Bonus action dodge. Action. What? Isn't saving throw?
What's up?
Not a. Yeah. My spells.
Oh, I'm sorry. You really roboted out there for a second. What's up?
I'm looking at my spells to see something that isn't concentration.
That's tough. Bards are very much a concentration class.
Yes.
But it's the same with
They
paladins.
are.
Same with paladins. I understand.
The only spell that I have that isn't really concentration of ranged attack spell is Melody of Confusion, which I'm not using. You know what? I'm going to bonus action dodge action just as we were informed that Garland was here, correct?
Garland is here, from your understanding.
Just as Blue has seen Garland do, Blue's going to hold his hand out to the Uruk's stomach, and his hand glows a sickly green as I cast Eldritch Blast.
All right. So, Kira casts Eldritch Blast.
Blast.
So let's see if you can hit.
Let's see if I can hit. First roll, that would be a hit.
Hey, what?
Looking at my plus to hit. Plus 8 to hit. That would be a 20
20.
for the first roll.
That will hit.
All right. And a second. Oh my God, Winter, you suck. Well, it's still gonna hit because it's higher than the last roll, but that was a natural 20 and a 15 plus my modifier.
Yeah.
So 2d10. I'll just roll the d10s.
You are trying to outplay me, and I am not cool with that.
And since it's 2 consecutive hits, he has to roll 2 consecutive saving throws.
This is correct.
So five damage.
So the first one is a 16, so that is a success, and the second one is another 16. But I say, here's the thing: he has a good concentration.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. But the Tanarug and Udarug did see Blue pull the same thing as Garland has.
Yes, I have that noted on my side notes.
Okay. And with the dodge action as a bonus action, that will be the end of my turn.
All right. In that case, you watch as he is getting very, very upset. He looks into your direction, just goes, "All right, you little worm. No more games." And you watch as the blade he uses for the blade you heard the singing come from, you watch as it turns to the side, and it's almost as if he's holding it with the handle out towards you rather than with the blade. You see a small gem kind of light up, and as he mutters some arcane words, "I need you to make a dexterity saving throw."
Oh boy, I sure am glad that, I'm a rogue.
Sorry, not a dex save, a constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Does this count as poison or anything?
This is not poison. This is not poison.
Alright. Just making sure.
You have seen someone use the spell before, though.
I'm sorry.
What did you get?
+4 to con save. 23.
23. That is the success. So you only take half damage on this.
19 plus 4.
I have to roll a decent amount of dice. Hold on a second.
Curious. Since I've seen this spell before, what is it?
You've seen it used on Henrik before, and it nearly killed him. But I say it was done by the troll spellcaster, and when you guys were on the road to the capital of the empire. Do you need further explanation? As you watch as the blade glows, you watch as it turns a bluish color, and you watch a cone of cold energy come at you, and because you succeeded, you only take 18 points of cold damage.
Again, because of my fluffy gear.
Oh, that's right, because of your fluffy gear, because you're wearing the what is it? Oh god, what is the name of that armor?
Woolly sheep armor.
Yeah, the woolly sheep armor.
9.
9 points of damage. 9. Sir, I need you to stop taking only 9 damage.
I refuse.
And he is going to go ahead and use his bonus action to move the rest. He's going to use his movement to make sure that he can stay where he keeps his footing, and he is going to use his bonus action to try to strike at you. And because you still have the dodge action up, that is he still has disadvantage. Oh, this one might actually hit. 19.
1 sec. You know what? Just to be a nuisance. Cutting words. That would be a 15.
No, you suck. So as he brings the blade down, you just kind of give him a look of like, I know I'm bullshitting you, and I don't give a fuck. And as the blade comes down, you watch as one of his eyes just kind of winces, and the blade, you just sidestep it. His goblin heritage is now really starting to come out as he is very angry.
How many rounds has it been?
But I say it's been about 5 rounds now. 1, 2, 3, 4. He missed. You missed one. He saved from one of your attacks, so it's been 5 rounds. Now it's round 6.
Okay.
But I say it is your turn.
Winter, you seem to be forgetting something.
Yes.
There's one other person that should be in this combat.
Yeah. No. He's watching. He's watching currently.
Well, Henry.
He's basically trying not to blow your
All
cover, right?
Dodge action.
He can see what you're doing, and so he's trying not to blow your cover.
Heal. Well, bonus action dodge. How much? Hold on, I gotta roll a d100. See how much of a meanie Blue wants to today.
How much of an asshole do you want to be today?
Oh, good. Blue takes a dodge action, puts his hand on his chest. I am going to cast first level cure wounds.
You are a dick.
So, it's only 5 healing, but still.
Okay, still healing's healing. I assume you rolled. I assume you rolled minimal on your. Did you roll just a 1 on the cure wounds dice?
Wait. Oh.
Because you add your.
Wait, no.
You add your
Forgot
charisma.
I added my charisma.
Yeah, you add your charisma to it.
Oh, no, that's a +3.
So
that would be 8. Which means this entire combat, he's dealt 1 damage to me.
You can see the anger. He is not a happy camper.
How much damage have I dealt to him?
Let's see
How much
here.
have I dealt to him?
38 points of damage.
Okay.
It's because Blue is literally being the thorn in my side. He gets such a high plus to his attacks too, and you're just because of that disadvantage.
Blue bonus action dodge.
God, fuck you. Oh, but
What else am I gonna do with it?
I know. You took that third level. You took that third level in Rogue specifically to take advantage of it. And I don't blame you whatsoever. Yes. But at the same time, it's frustrating because it's like, God, you should be. But his anger is just as bad, and he sees that cold didn't do as much as he wanted it to, and because you healed, he's now furious. You watch as he holds the handle of that blade, and you watch as the gem star goes from a bluish color to a blackish color. And he is going. I need you to roll another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Flashlight. Turn on. Con. Go. 18.
18.
14 plus 4.
That is a success. As you start to feel the moisture coming out of your body, and you start to feel very drained and very parched as he casts Blight. Now, if I would stop rolling garbage on all my dice. Alright, and because you succeeded, you only take 17 points of necrotic damage.
Alright.
Again, as you feel the moisture and everything being sucked out of your body. You're now very thirsty. And that's another spell slot. You are draining his spell slots.
Good.
that his turn?
That about to say he's actually going to bonus action swing his shadow blade at you
Okay.
at disadvantage. Motherfucker. Oh my god. Okay, rolling severity. You really are the thorn in his side. As he goes to swing the shadow blade at you again, you actually feeling that necrotic energy, you simply just kind of like and you kind of duck, and as soon as he gets too close, you kind of just jab him in the ribs. But I say, and he actually drops concentration on the shadow blade.
Yes.
That was a very high severity, but he's too many steps away from anyone to actually like physically strike out at them because it's a melee attack. So you just kind of you jab him in the ribs and cause him to lose concentration.
Is that the end of his turn?
That is all he can do. He is mad.
Okay. 1 sec. I need to do something. Get out 2 special dice. There's one. It isn't my lucky one, but that'll do. And there's my lucky one. So let's see. Hold on. Check. Here we go. Yeah. Blue looks him dead in the eyes after making him lose concentration. You know, I'm quite thirsty after that. I drink a health potion as my action.
You're such a fucking dick.
So it's 2d4 plus 2. 4, 7. That would be 9 healing. I got a 4 and a 3.
You're such a dick.
Hold on. 45 plus 9. 54. And bonus action dodge.
He is going to look at you.
Did you want one?
You will bow to me. And you watch as that crystal on his blade turns purple. And I need Blue to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's see.
Roll. Roll. Okay.
Roll. Critical.
Where's the wisdom save? Plus 2. Nice. That would be 17.
17.
Actually, no. Hold on. Remember my first ever feats that I rarely used?
Oh, luck. Yeah.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Fair.
How's a 22 do for you?
That is a success. As he used his other 5th level spell slot. And thank God you did. Because as the gem turns purple, you almost felt your consciousness start to slip from you. And you felt an overwhelming pressure inside of your head. As he had tried to dominate your mind. You literally just barely saved yourself. And now he is looking furious. He cannot. That is all he can do because of the fact that he lost his Shadow Blade for his bonus action.
That is the first time I've used luck
in a while because you're a fucking lucky bastard to begin with. But that could have also backfired on you because if you use luck, you have to use that roll.
No, you don't.
Actually, it does. It's in the feat. If you use the lucky feat, you have to use that roll. Little fun fact, I looked that up. It is your turn, though.
It is my turn. Choose which of the d20s is used for the attack roll, ability check, or saving.
Either way, it is your turn currently. I'm currently double checking it myself.
It is
So.
my turn. All right.
Oh, seriously, am I gonna have to look this up in the? Oh my god, I miss Wikidot so much.
Yeah.
I gotta pull it up in the book. Go, you keep going. You're good. But I say either way, it doesn't affect anything because you did succeed.
Bonus action, dodge, action. Blue's hand go. No, he isn't. He isn't concentrating on anything right now, so I shouldn't do that. Bonus action, dodge, action, vicious mockery. Blue looks at him. I was bowing to you, but
That's it. Which ability am I thinking of then? That allows.
I think they're thinking of the sorcerer, meta magic thing. You can use the sorcery point to reroll a thing, but you have to take.
I might be. I'm dealing with so many magic users right now, and it's just messing up my brain. But I say either way,
If luck was like that, that'd be.
it'd still be a really good ability, just in general.
It'd be amazing.
But at the same time, the fact you get to choose.
Okay. Bonus action, dodge, action, vicious mockery. Blue looks at him. I did bow to you. You're incredibly powerful. But there's some people you just refuse to trust.
You're playing mind games with a very powerful individual.
I was gonna tell you some information before you started attacking me. If we stop this and your ways, I'll tell you it.
Now my question is, are you lying to him or are you being honest?
I'm being honest.
I'd like you to roll a persuasion check against his insight.
Alright.
You do.
I still have the, where's my other dice? I still have the, alcohol effect.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, that would be a 30. 18 plus 12.
God, I forget that you're the bard.
I have expertise in
I
persuasion.
know you do, you dick. But I say, you watch as he's holding the blade and the gem glowing. You watch as he pulls the blade back. Give me a reason not to exterminate you. Tell me what you have to say.
Well, first off, Blue pulls out a potion to him. Drink.
Tell me a reason why I should not kill you where you stand.
The cult of the at our south borders is about to make their play, and right now you're being played by the Broken Skulls.
Explain yourself.
Blue pulls out one of the cultist masks, one he has it decorated. One he stole from the camp that we killed a lot of people at.
Yep.
I have met the leader of the Neo-Naga. You might have heard that they caused Pegland to go completely underwater. Have you not?
I have heard of this news through some of our agents and contacts.
Well, they're against us, They really don't like the Empire. And right now, their leader, Theander, is making a play to start bringing down the... We're on the west side of Tharia, right?
Yes, you guys are on the west side.
Right. He's making a plan to start bringing down the west side of Atharia into the ocean.
I'd like you to roll another persuasion check.
Alright. Advantage. That would be 15 plus 12. 27? Yes.
This guy is literally designed to be an inquisitor. Someone designed to be incredibly intelligent, smart, and see through people. I am rolling such garbage. I am so mad. But I am not someone who fakes dice rolls. I'm just, oh my gosh. He looks at you. And he looks over to the Tanaruk. The Tanaruk kind of gives him a look. How do you know so much?
Just like you, I am an inquisitor. I have a lot of knowledge on quite a lot of things. I have met Theander face to face. I have fought many of his troops. He nearly tried to stab me, and one of my friends. Two of my friends. And with the broken skulls, I've been keeping tabs on them. I like to research about the Abyssal Lords and who they follow. With Ezrin, he follows the Abyssal Lord Bahamut, was it?
It would be Baphomet. Bahamut's the Platinum Dragon.
Yeah, that one. They both start with a B.
I know, it's the one that I constantly have to remind myself. Bahamut, Platinum Dragon. Baphomet is Demon.
Yes. He is an avatar of the Abyssal Lord Baphomet. Garland is an avatar of the Abyssal Lord Orcus.
You went full robot there. Better say right after you said Garland is the avatar of Orcus, you full roboted.
I know. I was pulling up my notes.
Okay. I thought that was an accident, and I was just like, Bud, I just wanted you to know.
Have you guys met the Poisoner yet? I'm curious.
Yes, we have.
He is, as you probably know, the avatar of Zugat. And Yato, one of the people who were under your command, who is now with the Broken Skulls, is an avatar, the Abyssal Lord Yenoth.
You see them give you a really hard look. I need you to roll another persuasion check.
Okay.
Bard! What?
No, you're good.
Okay. 19 plus 12. Advantage is helping. The other one was 5.
I gotta say, he is looking at you hard. And I'm really mad because he had a 25. But because of how high your persuasion and deception is, it's hard to read you. But he looks at you.
Their goal is to open portals. Portals to the abyss. That will change our lands into their lands and not into your lands. Once these portals open, abyssal creatures will be unleashed wherever they see fit. This will be where they call home. You know how abyssal creatures, whenever killed, they melt into ichor that returns back to the abyss.
We are aware of how this works.
Well, I've fought a few of these abyssal creatures. I've watched people turn into them using that plague that they brought here. And I have found out firsthand that this is where they call home, because they do not turn into ichor. There's one more person who is set on a different path from the others. His name is Formalden. He is set to bring the old king back to this world.
Tiny,
Hi.
I would like you to roll an insight check with advantage.
Okay. It's not very insightful, but that's pretty good. That would be a 15 plus 3. 18.
You can see the moment you bring up Malden, you see his eyes kind of quickly twitch over to the Tanaruk and then back to you. You have a general insight that this individual not only knows of Formalden, but you get a taste. There's some initial distrust at the name of that. You're not sure what it meant when he gave the Tanaruk a look, but you can tell there is some, for him, the mention of Formalden. It's almost as if he believes you, but there's some hesitation.
Blue turns from the Uduruk, looking at the Tanaruk. I have seen what he is trying to do at the current moment. Right now, the Broken Skulls are using you and your brothers as cannon fodder. That's the best way I can describe it. But right now, he is currently in the attempting to recruit the Drows there.
The Udoruk gives you a look. And since you speak so highly and so knowledgeable, and you see that and you think that this fighting is pointless, what do you have us do? What do you think that we should do if you are so smart?
Blue looks back at him. As usual, dead in the expression. Actually, I would like him to roll a insight.
I check.
Deception. Where is my... Okay. Alright. Let's see. Deception. Right. The tie that I thought it was. Blue rolled a... What's 15? 7 plus 8.
7 plus 8 is 20.
15.
Yeah, oh, 7 plus 8. Yeah, that's 15. Sorry. I thought you meant 15 plus. I was like, oh, that would be. But it's like, no, it's 7 plus 8. That's 15. Yes.
Did he save or succeed?
He rolled a natural 15.
Well, they will see that Blue has incredible respect for them. Like, Blue, even if Blue's, like, not on their side, he still can see power. But he is scared when talking about the broken skulls. Orcs are made to fight. They're proud creatures who have gone centuries, millennia, fighting.
At calling them creatures, you see an immediate furl of their brows.
I call everything creatures. I'm sorry. But orcs are people who have fought for millennia, fighting up under who they believe is strongest and who they believe they should follow. Tanaruk, you are a very strong individual who they would follow with their lives. But this fight, right now, this is not a fight for pride. This is a fight of being underneath the broken skulls. And I am not a leader of this. You are. I cannot say what you do with your army. Only you can have that say. But in this fight, they aren't fighting under you. These people.
Actually, they have been fighting for me this entire time. You see the eyes of the Tanaruk change. The pupils gone purple. Blackness forming around the inside of his eyes. They've been fighting me for the whole time. I have to give you a round of applause. You are quite the wordsmith.
I'm curious on Udaruks.
You look at the Uduruk. The Uduruk is like aghast right now. He's like, look, Tanaruk, what is your? Oh, bide your tongue there. I'm exactly what you people needed this entire time. An operation that has taken so long to do. I'm not going to let it fall apart just that easily.
Well, how's it going there from Malden?
Oh, it's been going quite well. Up until an agent of mine went to go talk to some individuals that I had made some agreements with, only to find their matron mother dead. As it was going quite well, until some of the plague has been being taken care of, and being minimalized. And it was going quite well, until a small portion of my people and one of my agents dies, you Solaires have been getting in my way far too long now. You see the Utoruk kind of step forward. What have you done to my commander? Your commander has been under my control for some time. Nothing more than a mere puppet. You watch as the Tanaruk's body actually lifts up into the air, and you watch as his arms and legs flail in directions humanly should not happen. His head actually turns 360 degrees.
I did a thing.
He's been under my control as an undead puppet for quite some time. And I will mention to you, Tiny, as a player, when you were investigating the office of the Tanaruk, you noticed there were various magical items and instruments that you didn't quite understand. I can now reveal to you that some of those items, the ones you didn't understand because you had rolled a check to see if you did know what everything was in the room, some of them were not quite of this world. I can't go into detail, obviously, but I can say...
It's fine. Well, now I'm quite curious. Was the things I said about them being your cannon fodder correct?
You see a smile across his face. Guilty as charged. Why waste our own troops when we could accomplish our goals without having to use the manpower?
That sounds about right. Orcs are incredibly strong creatures, and they can get through whatever they like.
You
with enough numbers.
You do see that stern look on the Udaruk's face as he looks at you. When you again call them creatures.
Hey.
I know, but it is his. He is a person of the goblinoid race. He is absolutely entitled to feel judged.
But when did I call them creatures?
Just a moment ago, you said they were powerful creatures, not powerful people.
I call everything creatures.
I know, but it's also their God's given right to give you a look at calling them creatures again.
Yeah.
Gotta say, no different if they call you those people.
Hey, that's fine.
I know, but I'm just giving them shit. It's literally, you know what the whole goal of the Empire was initially. It's because they were known as a slave race. You know that.
I do. Uduruk. Haven't you noticed anything? You're supposed to be an inquisitor. Haven't you noticed anything odd going on recently? Like how you weren't exactly going with your own goals, moving forward instead of protecting your back with Makanali, Ilk.
Oh, Mokanali will meet its end, sure enough. And as far as Ilk goes, smell potatoes in case of what we're actually going for. Or haven't you already noticed?
Don't worry, I have. I've been quite bored recently, to be honest. Been walking around all the time, doing nothing but training, talking, reading. Yet your kindness has been interesting to me. I keep switching between country.
I know you do. It's okay. It happens.
It happens. They're close to each other, and I'm country.
It's more familiar for you to slip into a Southern accent than it is to an Irish accent.
Well, I was actually going to play an Irish character, but
Who tried to
then
play an
well,
Irish character. It's quite difficult to maintain the accent and trying to be more eccentric to the way the things you want to say. Trust me, I know because I am playing an Irish character.
yeah. Well, I'd like to form. Not, God,
You'd
I'd
like
like
to
to
form.
I'd like to form. I'd like to become a form.
I want to become you. Please tell me how I could accomplish this goal of becoming you.
You're quite a powerful individual. Isn't that correct? One of the most powerful in the Broken Skulls.
I think that would be a very astute thing to say about me.
I've always wondered. What will you answer me the? I'm just gonna. Will you
Yep.
answer me the question? Will you answer me the question of what is your ranking? Are you above Victor, below Victor? I'm,
You see,
or
you see that smile across his face that has not left, and it's very disturbing that this is the smile of the Tanaruk more than more than the Famalden that you know. His smile never falters and never changes, and you see him look at you and go, "Why don't you ask your friend Garnan about that?" Considering
so that
considering the fact that he went down in that fight.
so that's how that fight started. I thought he was just really angry. He tends to do that a lot.
Pretty accurate, pretty accurate.
I really can't get those barbarians.
But considering the fact that he was put down without too much of a fuss, I think speaks wonders of how powerful we are.
Don't worry, I've already realized how powerful. I realized long ago, probably in Melbourne, that, we have no chance of stopping you.
Yeah, I would be very accurate about that, especially since we're growing more powerful by the day.
Well, as the plague spreads, the cure, there's always an end to this world. And, well, if the abyss is the end for this world where creatures become incredibly powerful and many things can't die, well, don't that sound quite interesting?
It's going to be a glorious world. We're going to do amazing things and rule over our own dimensions. But for
Maybe.
you and all of the people who have stood in our way, especially, and for the first time you see that smile falter, especially for you, Solaires. There's a special prison in the abyss for you to rot and spend the rest of your days going madly insane. An eternity of suffering. And I'm going to make sure you personally stay there.
Wait. Wait, sir?
Yes.
Did he say Blue's going to be insane?
He did. He says all of you to be insane.
At that, Blue starts laughing like normal joke laugh. Then it gets louder and louder and creepier. And then he's holding his stomach laughing. You must be one of the smartest people I've ever seen. Except you don't realize, have you? I've already cracked. I cracked long ago. I went into something that I said I would never do. But now, you say I'll rot in a pit, in a cell, in the abyss. I've seen the abyss. You've shown me the abyss. I've seen crazy things. But I must ask you one little thing. Laughs are in game, by the way. Blue's having a hard time.
I know, but we're having a moment. Go on.
What are you gonna do about the Neonaga? Cause them people. Well, I've seen what they can do. I've seen the artifacts they found. I've seen a few things. I have a foot in every circle. I've dealt with that Garland fellow. I'm the one, well, not me, per se, but us. We friendly people of the Slayers have. We're the ones to fully break him, to bring them to your side. With Skulven, the one you so admittedly call him our friend. The one who abandoned us in the middle of the ravaged path. He is not our friend. I've heard how much of trouble he's been. How is he these days, by the way? I figured you'd know.
You see a tinge, like a very slight, like a twitch of his eye at the mention of your other ally. Considering the fact that he's killed a couple of supporters, has taken out a couple of our financial standards, and even went so far as to challenge one of us.
Wait, he challenged one of you? Now, he was dumb when he was with us, but he tried to challenge one of you.
He's changed quite a bit from the last time that he was traveling with you lot.
Is he still stupid?
None of you Solaires are smart. All of you are stupid.
Well, as you saw earlier, I never admitted to being smart. I admitted to knowing things. There's a difference.
But no, the question comes about. I assume you thought that you would convince the Tanaruk and his army to back away. There's no going back now.
Actually, you got it all wrong there. I wasn't planning on convincing anyone. I'm here alone. If I wanted to convince someone of something, I would have brought a wizard to help me out. Provide that. What spell is it? I don't. Bars getting one of my friends. That one less spell. That's what it's called, right? In character.
But I say, which spell are you referring to?
Blue's thinking of bless, like he was gonna bring a wizard. If he planned on helping and convincing, he'd bring a wizard to cast bless or something on him, but he doesn't have bless.
Whoops.
No. I wasn't planning on convincing anyone anything. To be honest, I actually quite like the way they ran their stuff. Like, The Uduruk here. Blue gets a bit closer to the Uduruk. He fought me, trying to kill me because he thought I wasn't trustworthy. That's amazing for a group. You know the current king, right? He sucks. Everyone here can admit it. Even the people in town can admit it.
You don't see a response coming off of them.
But I do as I was taught by every bard I've met, including your friend Valismir, who I need to catch up with. I have sending, but I haven't gotten down. You know, I'm having fun. That's what I've been trying to have. That's what I've been having. I've,
That's quite an interesting thing. But I'm here to tell you that that is done. I'm here to tell you, Solaires, this battle is over. As the war between us has now gone further than I expected. I expected this to be a one battle thing and be done, that any of our abyssal avatars would be enough to crush you, like the ants that you are, but apparently you decide to continue to be a nuisance, far greater than I've ever dealt with. And with that being said, I figured I'd let you know one thing before I put you down. This battle is already over. With the infection,
okay, yes.
with the infection rising and the abyss spreading. Starlim will eventually become a catalyst for the end in entering a new era. But I can tell you all this because you won't be around to see it. And you watch as he lifts up his hand and starts to mutter some words as he goes to cast a spell at you. And as the Tanaruk lifts his hand and you see darkness swirling between his fingers, you watch as suddenly the magic dissipates. And you, stand there for a moment. And you look to your side. And you see the Utoruk holding up his hand. As you see a circlet of gold magic circling around his hand. You would dare use my people. Dare spoil what we have been trying to accomplish. Fighting for equal rights amongst all races. And killing my closest friend and my leader. You have made an enemy of the Empire. And therefore have made an enemy far beyond you could imagine. You watch as he puts a hand on your shoulder. It's time that we have a change in how this country, how our empire is ruled. And that's going to start with your death. As he looks to you, if you will have me as an ally. He is looking to you, Blue. Do you accept?
Why wouldn't I have you as now? You're fighting for equal rights. That's like my thing.
And as you agree, you feel a sensation over your body, and suddenly, you both vanish. And suddenly, you are now above the door to the Nexus. On the ground, you see on this like you're basically the best way to explain it is there like the hole is you kind of look around, you can see where the hole is. It's covered up, like you can't like they can't see where the nexus opens up from a distance. But you see that you're like on a little roof, like a midway point, like almost as if like someone uses it for maintenance for like working on stone. And you see laying on the ground, looking through a scope, you see the familiar sight of Henrik, and you see the Utoruk, his hand still on your shoulder, and you can feel it shaking. The grip a little too tight.
Winter,
Yes.
Blue's going to put his hand on the shoulder and pull out his copper wire. I shall send a message to the Zeta Rook. Right. Casting sending.
I knew something was wrong.
Oh, I'll wait. Still, like I have my copper wire out though.
I know, I know you do. But as you sent that message, he can respond. And his response is, "I knew something was wrong." I knew violence was going to be involved. I knew fighting to take these cities was going to be necessary to prove a point. But when we started senselessly killing, I knew something was wrong. We are orcs and goblins. We are not savages.
You want equal rights, but this is just showing how orcs are usually portrayed.
He's the one who saved me, you know. With the level of intelligence I have, I was to be sold into slavery.
You know that gator folk that you guys captured?
Yeah.
He and his drow friend were supposed to be sold too. But me, Skulvin, and the other Solaires rescued them, as well as a few others. I will be your ally, and I will convince my team to work with you. I've been in contact with the Zeruk and the Voodoo. I can cast sending to and have them out. I just need a code or message so that they actually trust me.
You will not be talking to the Voodoo Rook.
I felt that the Voodoo
Piece it together. How would a husk be around without Vermalten being in close proximity?
Voodoo has sent a bow after me once. I know he's working, but I've seen the Zetarook. I've talked to her personally. I believe she's okay.
You watch as he is gripping his blade, and he lifts up a wire to his mouth. And you hear, in almost like in the back of your skull, you hear, Tell her the Empire has fallen, and she will know that it is just from me.
Blue's going to cast sending to the Zetarook. responding with just those words, saying the Empire has fallen.
It takes seconds to hear a response as you feel the energy transfer from you. You feel it come back, and all you hear is understood. How should we go about this?
Blue relays the message to Rook.
That's the problem. If I retreat, knowing what I know, I will certainly die. But
But if you don't retreat, knowing what you know, you will certainly die.
It's funny. Fighting for your rights. Sometimes it feels like you're fighting for nothing, but more of the same. I need a moment, and I need the Zeta Rook. Together we could do something. Together. Oh. We're just playing Realm of the Mad God. My Discord crashed. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Ooh,
Tiny, and you're alive, but you're...
Okay, there we go.
I mean, Blue is alive.
Jesus, oh my goodness.
What happens?
I don't know. Discord just... You can look at the stream. Discord randomly crashed for me. I was like, holy
Yep, I
shit.
saw that.
Holy shit, this went south really fast.
It stopped mid, I need the Zeta Rook.
Yes, okay. Getting back into character. I need the Zeta Rook. We need to pour over some options. He turns to you. You are a strong nuisance. Will you please be a strong ally? And you see a hand extending down to you.
Blue reaches forward, shakes his... I will be a nuisance to the right people.
In that case, we have a lot of work to do. And you watch as he lifts up his hand, and you watch as he lifts up his hand, uses his other pocket to pull out a string. And you watch as he kind of extends it out. And you watch as he mutters some words in Goblinoid.
I don't know that.
And you watch as that string that between his two hands starts to vibrate and kind of looks like a wave of sound as he speaks.
Blue's actually... Hold on. Blue's, as he's doing this, is going to, lay his hand on the Uduruk's back and cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Alright. How much do you heal him for?
Let's find out. I'll just use this. 3d8 plus 4. He heals 23.
Wow.
Whoa.
That is quite the bump.
That was 2 max rolls. 7. Equivalent of 2 max.
The equivalent of 2 max rolls. And a 7.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. So you rolled 2 8s and a 7?
The equivalent is I rolled but I added a 4.
Okay. Okay, just making sure. I was just like, that should be more than if that's the case. Holy crap.
That's why I said the equivalent.
But anyways, you watch as the wounds that you watch as the kind of some of the blood around the ears and nose that he was suffered from the mental damage. You watch as those wounds kind of patch up, and you watch as he gives you a look. Normally, on such a momentous occasion, I would smile. But apologies that I seem a bit too coarse for that.
Dude, you just realized that your best friend dead. The Empire has fallen, and one of the people on your side, as well as everyone, all of the strongest people on your side with you, are evil. I think you have the right to be a bit coarse.
I sent my own message to the Zetaruk. And I told her how to get into the Nexus. I had spent a long time studying this city.
We need to get down there so that there will be as little casualties as possible. I did as my job was and bought them time. We have teleportation circles down there that we to teleport civilians. That's
Yes. That was definitely a smart decision on your end. If the roles were reversed, we would have done the same. However,
I need to get down there and tell the leaders Stratford has fallen.
we need to flee. There's no way any of us will survive with this many of their numbers, and with the hunter loose. We need to go.
If we go into the Nexus, I will use my word for you.
You watch as Henrik stands up and he looks at you guys both and goes, "You sure you don't want me to shoot him?"
If you shoot him, he'll know who this is and we can find and kill him. If you spotted the voodoo, you can take a shot.
No, that slippery bastard. I haven't seen him yet. As soon as I do, though, bullet between the eyes. I'm not even worried about it. But if you're thinking that we should back up, best do it now before I decide to say fuck it.
Garden was taken down by one of them. We need to go.
I saw. I was very tempted to get involved myself, but seems like the others took care of that, no issues.
Let's go.
Alright. Indeed, we should get going. And with that being said, I feel like ending this here to start this as a group is the smartest thing to do.
Yeah, agreed.
Man, god
I
damn
doubt that
it.
I doubt we could get a hold of the other two, so yeah.
Agreed.
Probably have to.
Agreed. God damn it, Blue. Like, your rolls, man. I get, Tiny, I get so mad. I have said this to Chris and to everyone else when it comes to D&D. I say you are the character, one of the few characters that excite me to give you challenges, but also pisses me off with how fucking much you crush my challenges.
Completely fair.
Okay, I respect all my points from vigor and strength into luck. What can I say?
I know, and I respect it. Like, you're obviously using your strengths to your advantages. I'm just saying, like, you are my favorite annoying character because you keep fucking outsmarting my plays. Like, that fight against the Uraruk, if it wasn't for the fact that you had luck and you kept giving him disadvantage, he would have
Ye-
probably killed you.
One sec.
2 times over with 1 hit.
I could have. You might have noticed there. You might not have. I could have done something much worse to the Udo.
Oh, I'm aware.
I wasn't trying to hurt him. I was trying to get him to back down. I have a special little spell called Bestow Curse.
True. But he also has counterspell.
I have counterspell.
I know, but you can't counter his counterspell while you're casting a spell. This isn't Magic the Gathering. You shut it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do as little damage as I could, just using Vicious Mockery. I could have pulled out like a knife, but I have a lesser of hitting that.
Than you do with...
So,
Yeah, he has a good wisdom, but the problem is when you deal with characters like this, their saving throws are good, but they're not, like, unless they're, like, specialized in those fields. Like, for most enemies, the way I've always looked at it is you gotta look at the fields that they're not the greatest at and, like, double down on them. If this would have been anything, intelligence, dex, or even strength, like, he could have handled that no problem. Khan is good. His one weakness was his wisdom, and it was, like, one of those few stats that I'm like... In hindsight, it's like, oh, as a spellcaster, like, his wisdom should be great. But then you look at a lot of spellcasters, most of the time their wisdom isn't the greatest because they're focused on what boosts their spell modifiers and constitution, so that way they actually survive. Make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's one of those weird things that unless you're like a cleric specifically, or like a cleric or a druid specifically, like, your wisdom is typically not the stat you keep, like, the highest. But anyways, my point being is that because of how high you were rolling in deception and how high you were rolling in persuasion, the Udoruk was starting to see your logic, and he's had his own suspicions for a while about some side stuff that was going on. So much so that Formalden actually had to show his hand. And God damn it, that pisses me off. Because basically it came down to the choice of he could either keep up the ruse, but now he has all of his supporters no longer trusting him, or revealing himself and showing his hand that he can that how powerful he truly is.
this is where you die. Where'd you go?
Pretty much, yeah. But the thing is, aside from, because the thing is, initially the Uraruk would not have done anything to save you, but because of the way you stated your case, showed how much you did care, and how far you were willing to go to prove a point. Show was enough for him to. I had to roll a morality check. And it was enough for you to prove to him that even though you don't see quite eye to eye, that maybe he was outstepping his own boundaries and needed to show a sign of faith.
Like, literally in the middle of combat, when the Udoruk was down a bit, Blue asked if he wanted a health potion.
I know, and he wasn't at the point of trusting you.
I know.
But I took that all into account with his role of morality. The thing is, you knew what their message was. Makanali is the result of that. A city that could be accepting of all races, and slavery is not a question.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that the rest of the country has not quite gotten to that point yet is why the Empire was so agitated. And you've seen how they treat orcs and the viewpoint of other goblinoids and everything.
That's fair.
So it's a reason. The Empire exists for a reason.
Yeah. Blue showed his hand he showed that he is actually a supporter of the Empire, just not how they're sending their message.
Yeah. Which, again, throw factors into that. All I can say is this, Tiny. As per usual, well played.
Yep.
But say you stuck to your resources. You knew where you could wiggle in, and you took some chances. And I gotta give you a hand. That was a very smart way to handle the situation.
Like, Blue is in no way means a frontline melee character. But
Yeah.
with that 20 feet, Blue decided to walk directly up to him.
God, and between the fact that you're a rogue, so your bonus action can be used for the dodge action, and the fact that your fucking armor is actually designed to handle cold damage, you're such a dick.
Yeah.
God,
You are both in and out of character. You are lucky, Tiny.
it is true. You are probably one of the luckiest players I've ever had, right next to my buddy Travis, who also rolls ridiculously high.
Yeah.
And then you add Lucky on top of
This is the first. This was the first time I made you have to use a lucky point.
I didn't have to use it, but it helped.
Oh no, you would have had to use it. With a 17, you would have failed.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think it's the first time you've made me use a Lucky point. I think there was one time during Raid on Melbourne that I had to use.
Oh, for sure. What I'm saying is the first time in a while I've had to make you use it.
I have not used Lucky in so long.
Well, because you're at the point where between your proficiencies and the fact that you actually are trained to do so. Hey, Green League, how's it going?
Hey.
Oh. Hey, man.
Dude, it's been a while. About to say I popped into a couple of your pet streams. How's that going? But yeah, man, just like you about to say, I have to give, I want to take a moment and just give you props. The way Blue is designed and the way he handles things, and you as a player being able to methodically think out a strategy that would make you walk away without having to draw a weapon. I gotta give you credit, man. That was actually very, very clever. I'd clap if the microphone would actually get it.
He did not reach for his dagger once, and with that Eldritch Blast, he was just showing that bad.
Yes.
No magic weapons allowed.
Indeed. Indeed, Greenlead, it has been a while. But I say, I hope things are going well, man. But yeah, just fucking hey, man. Like, again, you proved to me, like, why Blue is such a good character, because it's like, fucking, god damn it.
I did around 8 rounds. We did not end with that much damage taken on either side. Blue got the trust of the Tanaruk. Actually stated his point. I did good.
No, you did good. You did good.
Logan's not joining the party. Only joking in character because I'm out to, never mind. Brain.
No, you're good. But I say, here's the thing: the Uraruk has no intention of joining the party and all that because he's got his own shit he needs to take care of and everything. This whole situation has rocked his situation.
Yeah, that's fair.
And not to mention the fact that his relationship with the Tanaruk and everything, that is a very big deal.
Completely understandable.
And
Blue's gonna get him a drink.
Yeah, probably. Sidebar though, Blue. I'm Tiny. Might need you to do me a solid.
What's the solid?
I think Herma misunderstood, and because he did come off seeming a bit condescending. Better say he might have thought I was like mad at him or like blah, but the truth is I was just taking care of the chat because I was getting distracted. He's just like, okay, so I show up to a first session in a while because I wanted to say hi, and I apparently did something in the span of 2 minutes that makes me the bad guy again. It's like, for starters, you weren't the bad guy, and second of all, you need to calm down, sir.
didn't even address him that much. What?
I know. Well, it's because of the fact that I read his messages, and to be fair, to read his messages, uh, tech, only 2 players. Technically, one since Stray is mute. Just weird. So few when there were so many. And then blue is simply better. It's like, no offense, comes across very condescending.
I think that line was more of a joke because,
Oh, for sure, for sure.
in the situation of, I think that he put that when both of you rolled 2d20s. Not 2d20s, but
Yeah.
you both rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, which I will say again. I just stand by my statement. It came across condescending, and I wasn't even mad or I was looked over. I'm like I rolled my eyes for sure, but I wasn't mad. It was just like, all right, I'm gonna close the chat because I'm getting distracted. But also, Greenley, I see that you're about to say your pet streams are down. It looks like your laptop didn't want to be active for more than 3 days in a row. Jesus, accurate. Everything good here with you? Oh yeah, about to say been streaming a lot more. About to say been enjoying myself.
Lost his job.
I lost a job. Currently hoping I believe I did really good on the interview, so hopefully I get a new job. I gotta update.
Yeah.
I found out I have to move my PO box because my thing ran out, and I need to. And I'm actually making the choice to move my PO box closer to where I live. Because that way I don't have to drive to Fargo.
Probably best decision.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably put it in a like a small town, like maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes from where I live and everything. So that way it's not that bad.
That fight got so much better than I.
Yeah,
If
that
only
got
I
that
had,
got
like,
hairy.
Sanctuary. Imagine Blue is Sanctuary fight.
Fair.
Not only would he have disadvantage, but with every time he tries to attack Blue.
But Sanctuary also only lasts a minute, to my understanding.
A minute, and if he succeeds, Blue takes damage. Only if it's damage from a direct hit.
True.
Blue, the Sanctuary drops. That's a first level spell.
I know it's a very good spell though, but the only problem is it's also concentration. So it's something that it would for a cleric. It's like it's a great spell. Side problem. A lot of my spells are concentration.
Yeah, a lot of them. I don't even think Sanctuary is concentration. I don't know. Anywho, Blue, during the vicious mockeries, Blue's also complimenting.
I'm aware. I'm aware. And literally, it was like him being mad because it's like he saw through that you were lying to him because you were pretending to be someone you weren't, which made him not trust you. But
It's
so
a white lie.
and it's like even though you were rolling really well, I had to take in consideration how would someone who's been lied to for literally the entire time.
I know.
It's just like I gotta play it as like, oh, he obviously there's a problem here, but like again, proving your point, making valid points, pointing out things that he was aware of and some things he wasn't. Talking to him about these things and then bringing up from Malden was one of the big ones for him because he didn't trust him. Like just because the Broken Skull works with the Empire doesn't necessarily mean that everyone's thrilled about it. And you would be well aware of that.
Yes.
It's like,
That's the problem.
but faith and trust is a strong thing. And the Tanaruka had the faith and trust of his people. Had, keyword.
Yeah.
Still has the faith and trust of his people, but now the second in command and one of the other four in command also now don't trust the Tanaruk because they know better now.
That poor Utaru. My God.
Yeah, his life like literally
Yeah.
another character that was like I would have played a character like this. Like he is the embodiment of a character that I would play. And because of that, I literally wrote his backstory, and it's just like, yes, he was a goblinoid that was to be sold into slavery, and because of his level of intelligence, he was going to be auctioned at a high price. And that's a big deal. And to be saved, that's a big deal.
That's a really big deal. With the interaction with Malden, there's Blue buying time for the Uduruk to like think over his thoughts.
Pretty much, yep. Not to mention the fact that getting him to talk and speak frankly about, especially about what Formalden was doing with the Empire.
Like, Malden literally just said when Blue called the Orcs cannon fodder that he was correct on the dots.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And I mean,
100%, no doubt about that.
I mean, you were well aware of that because of what they were doing with the Drow and everything. It's like you were aware of what they were going to do.
Now the Uduruk's aware.
Now the Udoruk and the Zetarook are aware. That would have made fighting the Zetarook a lot more awkward. That was a potential, by the way.
Yeah. Unlike a lot of the pretty much everyone else in the Slayers, Blue isn't looking to actually kill a lot of people. Like, okay, that's why Blue told like Garnan and the other people, look for the Voodoruk.
Yeah.
Blue didn't actually really care about the who could bring people back. The bad part was he was bringing them back as abyssals.
Yeah. About to say, if you were, the thing is, I was trying to figure out to see if you guys would pick up the context clues about the Voodoruk, and I'm pretty confident you picked up on the last part of what the Udoruk had to say.
I already knew Voodoruk was bad the first time we met.
It's like a necromancer who used the bodies of his fallen goblinoids and made him a very powerful necromancer. It's like, I wonder if he's truly evil, not caring about life and using the bodies that other necromancers would deem unworthy, becoming very useful, considering the fact that he instead of having the structure of like, oh yeah, these are very well quality skeletons and all that stuff, now it's a matter of like, no, these sheer numbers. Which makes him a threat.
It makes him a big threat.
Exactly. Which is why it's like he became a power. Why do you think Bimp had an insight on the fact that like her master knew about the Voodoruk?
Nobody likes the Voodoruk.
He's a necromancer.
He's a bad necromancer.
He plays with dead bodies. That's literally his whole thing. But either way, this is one of those. I just want to be able to finish this out by saying, once again, Tiny, very well played. You were not only able to play out the situation to your advantage, but you were also able to use your resources well to gain an ally.
If I was anyone else, that would have not gone through.
No,
100%
no. No one in this party has the same charisma as you do.
No, I don't mean in the party. I mean anyone else playing Blue.
No.
They can be playing Blue, same charisma, same persuasion, but I'm the only one who takes notes from 2 years ago.
But it hasn't been 2 years yet. We're getting there though.
Getting there, but still.
But at the same time, taking notes the whole time and actually working hard on these things. It's just a matter of what happens, and just a matter of. But and I mean, even if anyone else played and in that situation, I mean, Kazir is not a character built to convince people to completely convince someone's worldview. Kazir is stealthy and more cunning. Garnan absolutely would not have been able to do that. Even though Garnan has proven me wrong before, considering he did talk that Cyclops out of attacking the city.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That was very well played. Those were some really good rolls.
Funny. Blue had to roll, what, 3 persuasion?
3 persuasion checks and a deception check to see if, and a couple of insight to see how that conversation would have gone. Also, anybody in chat, hi. I'm about to say we're kind of, this is kind of just an after talk.
After talk of how much I rock.
I didn't expect this. I expected this to go really badly and Henrik having to get you out. I was expecting maybe you'd get mind controlled and manipulated.
But no.
Nope.
He-
Blue instead made 2 powerful eyes.
But still
Down at the
but still has an army to deal with.
Still has an arm to do it with.
And once again had peeled the fingers off of one of my secrets, making me have to reveal it. You do have to give credit though, for Malden is a very intelligent individual.
Yee.
Of all the characters to go after to control and manipulate,
The leader.
the leader of the Empire, a cause that would normally be very noble and... Wow, 3 people watching. You're now famous after talk. I know, right, Greenlee? Well, Greenlee, if you take a look at some of the streams I had, I mean, one of the Elden Ring streams got over 130 views.
And then you kept playing it.
No, it's still doing well. I'm still getting like 30, 40 views per stream.
Wow.
It's been doing good. But I say I do want to spice it up a little bit more and add a little bit more fun things to it. But I say after playing Gartic Phone, but I say God, I actually kind of want to do some of that stuff with the community. That would be fun as hell. But I say maybe drag Chris over to my side to play some Gartic Phone with us.
Okay. I had to put that down. How should I describe this?
Exclamation point! Winter.
Winter.
It's like, what did I do?
You went poof.
I know. Oh, that's when I went.
Oh yeah.
Fair. And
Right out.
very nice. Thanks, Greenlee. I appreciate that, man.
Had to do it at the same time.
Just.
Yeet.
I love doing that.
Nice.
But yeah, just now the party will be back together and can compare notes and start making decisions because now you guys know the full effects of what's happening.
Yeah.
Well, what we need to do is get the Zetarook and Udoruk together, tell them that they're the good guys, and have them run.
Yeah.
It's
We
like
need to pull out.
it's like shit is hitting the fan, and with multiple avatars, you guys have to make a decision to either try to stay and fight, try to reason, or to run.
Yeah. Run. Sounds good.
Run,
it's-
boy, run.
But I say because you guys got to see your very first taste of what the avatars are like with Vector, and you definitely have not seen everything that Vector can do.
Oh, I bet.
Far from it. And the fact that Garnan went down, and the fact that Well was just like, just let me back in. Like, I could have definitely beaten him, and it's just like, yeah, you could have. In my head, no. No.
Well, I mean, wasn't he pretty low on health or something? You
Well,
were saying the body was falling apart.
It's like, the thing is, like I said, I didn't talk about everything that was going on with him.
Fair.
There's more than meets the eye with these abyssal avatars.
Fair.
The abyssal avatars are my magnum opus of my very own homebrew. Basically, I look at it this way: the abyssal avatars are my chroma conclave.
Oh wow.
And I don't think most of you would understand what I'm saying. Tiny, I believe you watched The Legend of Vox Machina.
Yes.
But I say at the end of the first season, you saw what happened. The creatures that were flying towards the city.
Yes.
That's the chroma conclave.
Oh.
And
Oh, no.
if you were to watch the streams, you'd understand why the party was like, even Grog was like, this is not a fight we should.
Fair.
It's like, even if the dumb, strong barbarian who can normally deal so much damage, it's like, this is bad. It's like,
Hunter,
yes.
with that spell that's Eldon was preparing, would that have killed me?
Yes.
Ugh.
He was going to cast a 7th level spell at you. Literally, the Utoruk rolled a natural 13 and got to add his intelligence modifier to it, which allowed him to counterspell it.
I was just waiting for you to finish describing before I countered.
Oh, I know. I'm aware. I figured
yeah.
you would do something like you'd do something like that, but you weren't speaking up, so I was just like, I rolled to see if the Utoruk would do something about it, and
The reader cared enough about Blue.
pretty
who
much
informed- I did good.
you did good. You did good. But to say, if you're curious what spell he was going to cast, by the way, he was going to cast Finger of Death,
Oh my god.
which would have done a ridiculous amount of necrotic damage, and if he would have killed you, you would have immediately resurrected as a zombie.
Oh
Winter.
shit.
Finger of Death does what, 40-10 plus?
Yep. Plus plus an arbitrary amount of number, similar to Disintegrate.
Well, that plus 40.
Yep. Could have killed you, straight out.
Not could have. It would have.
You need to understand, these guys aren't playing around. And after all the things that you guys have done, especially Blue, between, and I mean that's not fair to say. But to say Blue caused problems, Garnance caused problems, Kazir's caused problems,
Yeah.
Henrik's caused problems.
Everyone's caused problems there.
I love.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry about that. My cord accidentally came. My internet cord came loose.
Oof.
Everything's
Blue's
fine.
Blue's the Martin Luther King to their Malcolm X.
Pretty much. That's a good way to look at it. It's like your guy is trying not to get violent, but at the same time, you're not afraid to go there. Oh my god, did my live stream actually go down and then go back up? Because now it says I've been live for 27 seconds.
Oh
Hey.
sheesh.
To be fair, I think it hiccuped. I think it's still one
Yeah.
stream, but I think it hiccuped.
Well, I can only see one stream.
Oh.
I'll check quickly.
Oh, don't want to
That-
disturb the after talk, but I am still muted on the Discord, or is me joining not working? It buffered. Oh, about to say, when it comes to the D&D chat, we're pretty selective. We've had a couple instances of people coming in and, well, spamming words that were very unsavory.
Quite a few instances.
So we had a rule. Valve had it designed so that if you jumped into the D&D chat, it would instantly silence. Hey Jimmy, welcome to the chat. But I say
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Like 3 people who came in at once.
Yep, and just spam the.
Well, first it was one person, and then
30
three
people.
more came later.
Yep, and they were all just spamming.
And
The Discord in
they
general.
forgot about that. They came into the voice chat. A whole
Mhm.
shitload of people came into the Discord that day.
Oh god, yeah, the freaking the amount of purge.
Oh god.
Are you muted, Greenlee?
Hold on.
Hold on. I'm currently checking my. I got it right here. Actually, I should not do this while this is on camera.
Oh yeah, good idea.
But I say to do the safe thing and just pull this aside. You guys can look at my wallpaper for a minute.
fair.
It is a mess. Just letting you know that now.
I'm trying to scroll up to that one day.
I don't think you can because most of it was deleted.
Try me.
Can only see the states. Hold on. Go into members. Let's see here. Greenlee. Yeah, why is it? Get rid of that. Get out of here.
Oh, I think Ralph did it on a joke or something. I might be wrong.
What?
I muted Greenlee for some reason long ago or something.
Hold on. Boop.
It's a weird half memory. I hate those stupid things.
Yeah,
Like you sort of remember
Super-
something, but you don't remember it enough to actually make a claim on it.
yeah, but they do exist for a reason. We've had
Yeah.
You've seen the instances, and we gotta be safe. However, I do agree that
We had one on November 8th, 2020.
Those raids happened twice. Thankfully, they were not really bad. They were just weird raids.
there we go.
There's that one page that.
Try again, Greenlee.
Well, the first one was, but the second one
Hey,
wasn't as bad.
As I'm scrolling through this, something and you need to finish Destroy All Humans.
I know. I need to go back and finish Destroy All Humans.
Oh yeah.
There you go, Greenlee. Now you're cooking with gas.
Good.
Zeus.
Good.
I was surprised that you were. I'm surprised that you got muted. I'm about to say it might have been a purge thing or something. It might have also been a default program that did it.
Yeah.
But
There's three possibilities. Stupid prank that someone forgot about. Part of the purge where Ralph muted people on bulk or whoever was in charge.
God,
That
you played it in school.
Yeah.
this what's up?
I forgot Riddle School. I found it.
Oh, that's right. I played through a decent amount of Riddle School.
Oh,
On June
yeah.
3rd. June 3rd.
Anyways,
there's a
we should
lot of-
probably end the stream.
Probably should. About to say I'm having fun though.
Well, I mean, we can talk after stream.
True.
Don't want to
true.
say something stupid. That never mind.
No,
It was just a thought.
I understand.
Something stupid.
Well, I meant something that might, forget we are on stream or whatever. You know what I mean? My brain not work right.
No, I understand, but
Kind of out of it.
no, I understand. Also, in the meantime, Greenlee, apologies that you got muted and everything. Beklager.
For so long.
You want
Yes.
Ezrin, Ezrin's gonna get alone. Just there.
What?
Ezrin,
Oh yeah.
he was waiting and waiting.
And waiting.
and
Yeah,
waiting.
he is not thrilled, and after they find out that the Empire situation has gotten worse, and about to say, and they don't have a firm control now like they did before, feeling that it's not going to go well.
And a bunch of their baddies. Their head baddies dead. I mean, not a bunch of them, but 4
Yeah.
orcs.
Yeah.
Four of
Yeah.
them plus Corvus.
Corvus, I don't think was a head guy. Now that I fought him and
But-
won, but
He was an agent,
Yeah.
however,
He was
True.
an agent.
which
which
not good.
Good.
You know,
Yeah.
you know that old saying of you keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yeah.
But there's probably a reason why that Corvus was allowed to do all the things he did without any repercussions or explanations.
Yeah, that's fair. Not
Cons-
looking forward to the aftermath of that.
Considering the
I'll
fact
be right
of
back.
who Corvus was working for.
Hag.
Hag. Better say, kind of probably a reason why that was the case.
One day I need to show you
Show me.
a big list of junk I have.
I could show you mine. It's pretty huge.
I know that. We talked about it for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That was quite a bit of distraction. But just in case, and I'll do this now just in case that. Yeah, and Tiny, you can always tell Herma to watch the end of this. Herma, if you watch this in post, I'm sorry if you thought that I was mad at you. I was not. I was more thinking you were being condescending, and your comments were distracting me. I was not mad. I do not think you are the bad guy. Figured I would do that now in case Herma wants to, if Herma ever pops on here just to see me say it.
Aw, that's sweet.
How to say it, being the bigger person and always being the one to apologize, it can be rough sometimes, but it is something that is needed. And as much as Herma's decisions and everything have been his own, and he can come across as condescending. If it seemed like I was the one being mad and everything, it's better that I apologize just so he can see that I am being forthright. I don't need enemies in my life. I prefer friends.
I need all the enemies, and then I turn them into friends, which has happened too many times. Like the Uduruk, who hated me. He's now an ally.
Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. You
know why I did so well this session?
Yeah.
I have my Gudetama level.
Fair.
It's been on my head.
Also, you had because you had Stray as a witness, and so Stray being the bystander going, "Wah, oh, probably granted you some luck too." And that
I am a siphoner.
and that's Ad's gone.
Ad's gone.
Sounds identical. Oh, you're
Sorry, I muted everything because I needed to hear something and blah blah blah.
No, it's all good. But I say, you missed me commenting that aside from Tiny's reasons that he thinks he's being lucky, I also commented also because of the fact that Stray was here to go, "Wah, oh." Huh? It's like we couldn't hear it, but I assume that you were just kind of like, "What the fuck? Dude, what? Why? What is happening?"
Yeah. No, I was like, "Oh my frick!" when it turned out that
Better say
one of the big baddies was like possessing the head of the orcs.
Just read all that he puts.
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, just like, what the fuck about? Oh, he's gonna be pissed. Yada random bullshit. Not a lot of stuff actually, just yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you thought I was mad at you. Well, I mean that is accurate because that it wasn't. He thought I was mad. I wasn't mad. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry that I thought you were mad.
I'm sorry that you thought I was mad.
I was trying to word it
to make it sound like I was being. Sounds like me being condescending to him. God damn, Tiny, whose side are you on?
I'm on my side. I thought that was shown today.
It's like that'd be like the equivalent of me going, "Oh, I'm sorry that you peasants don't have enough money." That seems like a personal problem, but I guess I can be the bigger person and apologize.
Every time you use that voice, I think of Madame Sinclair.
Madame Sinclair.
Yes.
I'm surprised you didn't think about, I'm so sorry that I couldn't help you. I was busy doing nothing, and I'd like to get back to that now.
I know it's like his voice, but it still reminds me of Madame Sinclair.
What is that?
Why?
What is Madame Sinclair from?
Protective Liberty or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah,
It's like a box game.
Principal Liberty.
Yes. The box thing where she kills your cat.
Yeah, that messed up thing, and it's just like the posh voice and everything. God, I loved those are the voices I love doing because they're ones that A, don't hurt my throat, and B, are just fun to speak on because people don't seem to understand how fun it can be to do voices
Yeah, completely.
and to completely sound like I'm being a posh douchebag and pretend that I'm higher and mightier than you could ever imagine me to be. It's just
Well, why don't you get on your knees and licking my shoes?
I'm sorry that you're one of the common serfs. I understand how much difficult it must be in your life. But as far as I understand it, I too struggle very hard. I mean, could you imagine me getting up in the morning and not having someone ready to wipe my ass when I'm done in the John?
And it has to be called John.
Yes, yes. From now on, all the bathrooms in the country shall be known as Johns.
I never thought to look that up. Why is that?
Well, it's because
Well-
Patrick Stewart said that.
I know
Hold on.
I know that show.
Hold on.
Robin Hood Men in Tights
Yeah.
rocks. Yes,
Well, yeah,
real life. Why are bathrooms called John?
it's also already been John's, but penis is also named Johnson. So
Ah.
Maybe.
So latrine, that's an interesting name. Yeah,
Yes.
we changed it in the 9th century. Wait, you changed it to latrine? Yeah. Before then, it was called shithouse. It's good.
Well, then it was called Shithouse.
I love where it's just like latrine, latrine. I need you, latrine. Ah! Oh, it's just you. Oh, God, I fucking love that movie. Like, seriously, even now, me and Abby and any other friends, like, we can quote that movie and still laugh so hard about it. But I also picked up something from that Abby absolutely hates.
what is it?
Okay, so you know how Maid Marian, whenever she speaks so flauntly and really,
Airy almost.
yes, pretty much. And she says, "Oh, Robin, I'm so happy." Abby hates that. Yeah, she hates that so much. And what's worse is that I made it worse. Because I would look at her and I would go, "Oh, Abby, you make me so happy." And she hates it. I love her so much, and I never try to torture her or do anything like to actually be mean to her. But it's one of those few things that it's like it's so fun to say. I genuinely feel bad, but it's also so funny.
I mean, it does sound funny to say.
Oh my goodness gracious. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. Green League, it was very good seeing you in the chat, man. Bettis, I really hope to see you around sometime, especially since I'm streaming so much lately. Bettis, hoping to do some more games and everything, but as you guys saw with my Discord and how the internet just randomly vanished like that, I am currently working, yeah, exactly, very much.
Yeah.
I need to figure out some stuff with my computer and, like, get some more permanent solutions and all that. So hopefully I can get back into doing some recordings because there's still videos and video games I want to play that are just too short for a stream, unless I want to play like 4 indie games in one stream.
Play
That
my
would be
name's
pretty fun, I think.
Yep, about to say my friend Pedro's on my list. About to say,
It's a pretty short game, but you
oh,
can get through it in one stream.
oh, dude, if I pulled up my list of games, like I still need to play. I still need to play Deltarune Chapter 2. I still have. Go ahead.
Still need to play that one old-timey game that I recommend.
Oh yeah, the was it Dark Messiah or something like that, or
Dark Messiah.
Yeah, but I say Dark Messiah is on my list, and I have the game. But I say I would love to do some. But I say I need to get actually I want to record in High Swap Chapter 1 because of the fact that I do have High Swap Chapter 2.
I have not seen Hive Swap in about 3 years
Wow.
Hold up a second.
or so.
Dat Boy and me did Skyrim together recently. That was fun. I don't know if you're burnt out of Skyrim yet. Oh, never. I'm never burnt out of Skyrim. But you and Dat Boy, that's awesome.
Lit.
About to say, did you stream that or was that just casual play? That'd be fun as hell.
Yeah, you are.
About to say, but yeah, no.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. About to say, but High Swap Chapter 2 came out not that long ago, and it got no like press release or something. Like no one was playing it, and it kind of disappointed me. I'm like, what?
It's because Hive Swap Chapter 1, it took a long time
Oh
to
yeah,
get from Chapter 1 to 2, so
natural.
people started forgetting about it.
Natural, nice. I was about to say it makes sense. It's also a one guy team, so it's just one of those things that, it's not like he.
Stardew Valley.
I was about to say I know for a fact that I do want to play some more casual like fun games to have conversations with people. I would love to do some more Stardew Valley at some point. About to say I do enjoy that game a lot. I just there's so much story that I still want to do in that game, and it's one of those things where it's like whenever I play with people, it's everyone's like, all right, I'm gonna go do this, and we're gonna kind of fan out and do this stuff, and it's also like, but like there's a story here, and I want to know what's going on.
Well, you can always go and
It's
get a
it's
girlfriend.
go ahead.
That's what I was saying.
You-
You can go and get a girlfriend or wife in that game.
True, but there's like story stuff that like for the characters and everything as like the story progresses. And but the thing
But-
is like when I play with people, they're just like, yeah, can we just skip the cutscenes? It's like, but I want to see
No.
this. It's like I don't care if
Even if
I'm about to pass out outside. I want to see this.
hold up, even if I've played that game like 10 times run through, not even getting through a year, I'm still gonna do the cutscenes because I love Linus.
That's fair. But I say I'm still planning to stream and play and beat that game because I do enjoy Stardew Valley. I know technically there is no like beating the game, quote unquote, but you know what I mean.
Is.
Yeah, basically defeating Walmart.
Pretty much.
But I mean, those I have so many games that are on my list of just casual things to play for fun.
It's defeating Walmart, or you could sell the community.
A company, it's
and
me.
be-
Oh,
It's me. Do you really think I'm gonna sell out the community to Walmart?
I've never. I've never
Fair.
Like here's the problem. I won't even play Undertale the Genocide route because I love those characters too much to play the Genocide route.
yeah.
That's
I've
completely good.
I've never done the Joja Mart route. I've always done the community center.
But why would you? That seems so awful. Like you're destroying a small town.
It's because you can buy all the bundles with money.
With money. It's like, I used to be one of you people, but now I'm not part of the common serfs. Now I make so much money.
Yeah.
Money, 20,000 gold for each.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, god damn it. Like, no, I hate Jojo Mart so much in that game. It just reminds me of like why corporate companies can be total douchebags.
I don't even buy stuff from Joja Mart.
Nope. Never.
I prefer Pierre's.
I've never even set foot in Jojo Mart in Stardew Valley because I can't.
I'm gonna call it.
All right.
Okay.
Hope you guys have a good night's sleep.
Good night.
I will.
And don't forget you're still streaming, Winter.
I know, I'm aware. I was about to say tell
I-
chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you stay frosty, guys. And Greenlee, message me sometime. I'd love to catch up.
Greenlee.